Suleiman the Magnificent, who ruled the Ottoman Empire from 1520 to 1566, is remembered not only for his military prowess and territorial expansion, but also for his transformative domestic policies, cultural patronage, and the dynastic challenges that shaped the final decades of his reign. While his campaigns extended Ottoman power across Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa, Suleiman understood that a strong, stable, and cohesive empire required more than military victories. His domestic reforms, legal codifications, and cultural investments left an enduring legacy that defined the classical peak of Ottoman civilization. Upon ascending the throne, Suleiman inherited a vast empire that had grown through conquest under his predecessors. However, expansion brought with it administrative and legal challenges. To maintain order and consolidate authority, Suleiman undertook comprehensive reforms to harmonize and codify laws across the empire. While Islamic Sharia remained the backbone of the legal system, Suleiman recognized gaps in secular governance that needed attention. He issued a set of regulations known as qanuns, covering areas not directly addressed by religious law. These included taxation, land ownership, criminal justice, and trade, providing a framework that balanced religious principles with the practical requirements of a multi-ethnic, sprawling empire. Suleiman's codification efforts brought uniformity and predictability to governance, ensuring that officials across provinces applied laws consistently. This helped strengthen state authority and reduced local corruption and arbitrary rule. By creating a coherent legal system, Suleiman reinforced the legitimacy of the central administration while promoting fairness, earning him admiration not only from Muslim subjects, but also from non-Muslim communities within the empire. His legal reforms established principles that would guide the Ottoman administrative system for decades and inspired future generations of leaders who sought to balance justice with effective governance. In addition to legal reforms, Suleiman invested heavily in cultural and architectural development. His court became a hub for scholars, artists, and intellectuals, reflecting the Sultan's own curiosity and erudition. Under his patronage, the empire experienced a flourishing of literature, science, and the arts. Suleiman himself was a poet, writing under the pen name Muhibi, and his personal engagement with cultural pursuits set a tone for his court that valued creativity, scholarship, and intellectual achievement. The architectural legacy of Suleiman's reign remains among the most visible testaments to his influence. He commissioned Sinan, the empire's chief architect, who transformed the skyline of Istanbul and other major cities with over 300 structures including mosques, bridges, aqueducts, and schools. Sinan's masterpiece, the Süleymaniye Mosque in Istanbul, symbolizes both religious devotion and imperial grandeur, blending aesthetic sophistication with functional urban design. These constructions not only provided spaces for worship, education, and social gatherings, but also reinforced the image of the Ottoman state as a center of power, culture, and artistic excellence. Suleiman's court was also notable for its political complexity, with key figures influencing governance alongside the Sultan. Among them, Hürrem Sultan, a former concubine of Ruthenian origin, rose to become Suleiman's legal wife, an unprecedented move in Ottoman tradition. Hürrem Sultan exerted significant influence in domestic affairs and foreign policy, marking the beginning of what historians later called the Sultanate of Women. Through her counsel and political acumen, Hürrem played a critical role in shaping court dynamics, diplomacy, and succession matters, reflecting a gradual but meaningful shift in the balance of power within the imperial household. Despite these achievements, the later years of Suleiman's reign were marked by increasing dynastic tension. The question of succession became a source of instability as his sons, born to different mothers, competed for favor and power. Mustafa, the most promising and popular son, was executed on suspicion of treason, likely influenced by palace intrigue involving Hürrem Sultan and her faction. Later, Bayezid, another son, rebelled against the designated heir Selim and was also executed. These internal conflicts highlighted the challenges inherent in Ottoman succession practices and underscored the delicate balance between familial loyalty, political strategy, and imperial stability. The handling of these dynastic disputes, while harsh, ensured the continuity of Suleiman's policies and the stability of the empire after his death. Suleiman remained on the throne until 1566, leaving behind an empire that was politically centralized, culturally rich, and legally codified. His ability to maintain authority despite internal rivalries demonstrated his skill not only as a military leader but also as a statesman, capable of navigating the complexities of court politics and dynastic governance. Suleiman's domestic policies also extended to the management of provincial governance. He standardized tax collection, reformed land tenure systems, and ensured that local administrators were accountable to the central government. These reforms strengthened the economic foundation of the empire, enabling it to support extensive military campaigns, large-scale architectural projects, and complex administrative functions. The integration of provinces into a cohesive system under Suleiman's authority ensured that the empire could operate efficiently across vast and diverse territories, from the Balkans to the Arabian Peninsula. Cultural and educational initiatives under Suleiman further reinforced imperial identity and cohesion. He established schools, libraries, and religious institutions, promoting literacy, scholarship, and intellectual development. The patronage of arts, calligraphy, music, and literature fostered a vibrant cultural climate, while architectural projects provided tangible symbols of Ottoman authority and religious devotion. Through these efforts, Suleiman shaped an empire that was as much a cultural powerhouse as a military one, projecting soft power that complemented his strategic and political objectives. The combination of domestic reforms, cultural patronage, and dynastic management solidified Suleiman's reputation as a multifaceted leader. His legal codifications ensured justice and order. His architectural and cultural initiatives demonstrated the sophistication and grandeur of the empire. And his handling of succession disputes, though severe, preserved the continuity of governance. These achievements provided a foundation upon which his successors, particularly Selim II, could build, allowing the Ottoman Empire to maintain its position as one of the most influential powers of the 16th century. Suleiman's reign represents a defining era in Ottoman history, where military conquest, legal reform, cultural patronage, and dynastic strategy converged to produce a resilient and enduring state. His approach to governance balanced authority with accountability, tradition with innovation, and expansion with consolidation. By integrating domestic stability with external ambition, Suleiman ensured that the Ottoman Empire could thrive both politically and culturally, leaving a legacy that influenced the empire for centuries. In conclusion, Suleiman the Magnificent's domestic reforms, cultural contributions, and navigation of dynastic challenges exemplify the qualities of a ruler who understood the complexities of empire building. Beyond his military victories, Suleiman transformed the Ottoman state into a legal, administrative, and cultural model for the Islamic world. His reign, which lasted nearly half a century, stands as a testament to the enduring power of vision, intellect, and strategic governance. Through codified laws, monumental architecture, patronage of the arts, and careful management of succession, Suleiman not only strengthened the empire internally but also projected Ottoman influence across continents, ensuring that his legacy would be remembered as one of the greatest in world history.